influence. Jesus' impact on culture was huge, huge. By the way, just let me tell you, that's the power of the Church of Jesus Christ. She has the power to push back the strongholds and to push back the demonic forces back into the fringes of culture. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God, and we take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. But please understand, from a historical perspective, the Jesus movement forced the goddess of Rome, Venus, the goddess of Greece, Aphrodite, the goddess of Phoenicia, Astarte, the goddess of Mesopotamia, Ishtar, out of mainline culture. And biblical values, when they came in after the Jesus movement, you know what we found? Families stayed together. Marriages stayed together. Relationships stayed together. They began to thrive in this little community, and then ultimately, as the gospel spread throughout the known world, culture was held together by these Judeo-Christian values. Where are we today now? Where are we? Have we not forsaken those things? Do you see what I'm saying? If you evict God out of the classroom and out of the House of Congress and out of society, once you do that, the spiritual forces go with him, and it's free reign for the demonic influences to come back and have influence and power over culture. If you think about things like before Judeo-Christian values were eradicated in the West, it wasn't too long ago that pornography was taboo. And for the most part, if you were involved in it, it was kept out of the mainstream, and if you were watching it, it was kind of hidden because you didn't want anybody to find out. It was private. And other than illusions or suggestions, sexual relations were generally not depicted on movie screens. Nudity was forbidden. And any reference to sex outside of marriage was not portrayed in a positive light. But the problem is, we're not there anymore. Ishtar has returned. And if you think it's not going to have an impact on your kids, grandkids, because right now, unfortunately, what the Jesus movement relegated to the fringes and in the dark and shameful places has now come out in the open. And because we've kicked God out of the West, again, when you kick God out, the forces that wreak havoc on humanity, culture, families, individuals, returns to the mainstream. Listen carefully. The sex goddess is the ultimate stronghold in Western culture that is trying to destroy this present generation.